Hi, this is Jonathan Rosenhead, the Jerusalem psychotherapist. This week's Torah and Psychology post, Pasha Mishpatim, is a call to all parents to learn how we can teach our children to conduct themselves in an appropriate way, how we can give instruction and guidance to our children in an effective way and in a way that they will listen. The first pasuk in this week's parsha says, "Ve'ela Mishpatim asher tasim lifneihem," that these are the laws that you will place before the Bnei Yisrael. And the Mefarshim point out, Rashi explains the juxtaposition between this week's parsha of Mishpatim and the previous parsha of the Aseret Dibros. That just as the 10 Commandments were given at Har Sinai, so too were all of the laws of Mishpatim. They were also given over at Har Sinai. But the Mefarshim point out a discrepancy between the Aseret Dibros and the Mishpatim. That the Sforno explains that the Aseret Dibros are a clear list, a strict list of commandments, of do's and don'ts, things that the Bnei Yisrael should do and should not do. Whereas the Mishpatim are not warnings of what the Bnei Yisrael should and shouldn't do in life, but rather it's going through different laws that may come up relating to different legal situations and the intricacies of life, that it's giving guidance and instruction to understand what is appropriate and what is not appropriate. But in contrast to the Aseret Dibros, it's not a strict list of instructions and do's and don'ts. As we said, rather it's a teaching, it's giving guidance and instruction. So how does this relate to parenting? Certain aspects of parenting they function within the paradigm of the Aseret Dibros. That we need to give commandments, a clear list to our children, of do's and don'ts, that they understand what is right and what is wrong, that they understand and have a sense of boundaries in life. And as the research points out, it's more likely that the child that understands what is right and what is wrong has a good understanding of morality and a good understanding of boundaries. This will improve, and they are more likely to grow up healthier and happier and more successful. But not every aspect of parenting functions within this paradigm of the Aseret Dibros. Not every aspect of parenting is a commandment. If we were everything that we try to say to our children, every instruction or all the guidance that we are trying to give to our children was done through the lens of the Aseret Dibros, this would be an overly strict parenting style, and a child is more likely to reject this level of this parenting style. Is more likely to reject the message that the parent is trying to give over to the child. Rather, there is a Mishpatim aspect to parenting, that we want to give guidance and instruction to our children. We want to teach them about the different situations that can come up in life. We want to give them guidance about the intricacies of life. But this is not to be done as a commandment of telling them that this is what you should do and this is what you should not do. But rather, we need to speak through the lens and through this aspect of Mishpatim. So how does a parent do this? How does a parent teach the child the different situations and give guidance and instruction in an effective way and in a way that they will listen, rather than being an overly strict list of instructions such as the Aseret Dibros? So Rashi points out that the pasuk says, "Asher tasim lifneihem," that you should place before them. That when teaching the Mishpatim, Hashem says to Moshe Rabbeinu, it shouldn't be that the laws are something that are taught and repeated again and again and again until the Bnei Yisrael know it by rote. This is the wrong way to give instruction and guidance of the Mishpatim, but rather it should be placed before them like a laid table of food that is ready for them to just take. This is the way to give instruction, and this is the way for parents to use this to initiate this Mishpatim aspect of parenting. That rather than giving over a message and repeating it again and again and again and giving strict commandments that a child is more likely to ignore, we should be concise and clear, place the instruction before them, that they're able to take it and to digest it on their own and to process it on their own. As the Orach Chaim points out, the Mishpatim are laws that have reason and meaning behind them, that we can understand the rationale and the meaning behind the laws, and this will encourage the keeping of these laws because we understand them. So too, when we place before our child the instruction in a clear and concise way, that we lay it in front of them, we then allow them to take it, to digest it, to process it in their own way, until they're able to reach their own level of understanding and appreciation of the message that we are giving over across. And then they are more likely then to listen to this teaching and to follow this instruction. And hopefully then they were able to live and go on to develop in a healthy and successful way. Have a great Shabbos and keep well.